Hey, what's up, classic TV fans? My name is Rick9G, and thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Munsters. More specifically about the Munsters reboot, or the remake, whatever you'd like to call it, by Rob Zombie. Now, this is the second video I make in pretty much, I don't want to say a series, but I guess it may become that if enough people want to see these updates and my thoughts on it. I'll give you as much information as I can, of course. A lot of this information does come from Rob Zombie himself, but I'm here to kind of take an objective look at it, presenting it, and mostly leaving it to all of you, the fans. I'm a fan myself, and I've just been intrigued with his project. So if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video to let me know that you want to do more of these. So let's get started. Now, I've had this image before, and the reason I show it is to show a brief comparison of what we're working with and the progress so far. This is the original look, the first look at Mockingbird Lane presented by Rob Zombie. Now, I won't go into all the details because, as I mentioned, I explained it in the other video, but you can see that just the facade of the home is starting to come up. They even have the curb there, and that is compared to the image of today, which you can start seeing. There is now asphalt there. Now, fairly where you look on the side of the street, basically where the asphalt ends on the right side of the screen, that's about just a little farther where we were standing for the other image. So that gives you an idea. And so that curve is already laid out, and it seems like they're making pretty good progress of the build. This is another angle. What I like about this one is you can see how the road is kind of in a three form. There's three directions that the road goes into. So I don't know if the one that goes into the forest here, or yes, the ones that goes into the green, is going to lead to nowhere, essentially disappear. So it's like it's going out of the neighborhood, and who knows which home is the Munsters' home. Is it the one on the right? Is it the one on the left? There's another one that's off camera, but it's really nice to speculate which one it is at this point. Let me know in the comments your guess. If I'm not mistaken, this angle is coming from basically to the back of us. We have those trees. That's what it looks like. But then again, it is a very mysterious look at this time because it is very basic in the start of the construction. Behind in the background, you can see some kind of studio sound stages that will probably be used for the interiors. But here's the thing, guys and gals, Rob Zombie has in his tags of these posts Budapest Hungary. Now, I don't know the reasoning behind this. I'm going to have to dive deeper into this, why this is here. Now, does it have to do with the idea of Transylvania, you know, Romania, that area of where they could say the story is taking place? Or is this actually being filmed in Budapest, Hungary? Some articles have speculated that, or they have said things like that, but then again, it is not confirmed by him. Hey, we are filming here, boom, like this clear. It's just tagged there. So I don't know if that's just part of the story and so forth. We can speculate for now, but I'm just putting out this information as it's coming out, and as we learn more, we'll be able to confirm more. I'll leave you with this one, and this one's interesting, the last one of the neighborhood. That is, the facade is coming up, but look in the background, you can see high utility power poles. And what's great about that is that going to be seen in the show. Are they going to be seen in terms of when is this going to be set? Is the movie going to be set in the 60s? Is it going to be set in 2021? We're going to see those power poles, or is this going to be in the middle of like nowhere? I don't know. There's all these questions that pop up, and I want to know if the camera will ever catch those power lines back there or not. It's just these little details that I love asking questions about. Now, I'm using this image of Lily Munster as an example. If you can see, she's wearing her dress with the bat necklace, the head with the wings there, and then she has her cape. This is a cape that she usually wears out, and it's really cool to see it here because they've actually created it for the movie. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to assume this is one of the costume designers here, and this is it. This is Lily Munster's cape, the one that she'll wear out. So in my opinion, what I think, this means that she's definitely going to go out. She's going to go out from her home into her neighborhood at some point. It seems whenever she leaves home, she uses this. So this is a good indication of that. It has the hood in the back, very similar to what we see in the originals. And there are other things behind it as well. There's like a furry blonde thing behind it, and we can only speculate. There's some things written up on the top near where the hangers hang. It's really not as clear. If you guys can kind of decipher that for me, let me know in the comments. But I'm going to try to really look out for little secrets and little things in the images. Now here's a really interesting piece. It's basically clear, but you can definitely see that there's like a spider web type of image on it, and it's fairly intricate, which is really nice. I like the detail that's put into it. This definitely looks something like Lily Munster would wear. If we go back to the drawings that I showed in the first video, it could be reminiscent of this, something that goes on top of her dress to add a type of a layer. But other than that, it's a really cool piece that I think a lot of you would enjoy seeing. And the last few set of images, I think you're going to absolutely love this, is Grandpa's cape. That is his vampiric Dracula cape. And we can see in this image pretty much what we're used to seeing, that really high collar that he uses that is kind of furled out, and it's really pointy at the ends, and it has the two clasps on the top there that have a hook. If we look at what they created today, it's very, very similar. Now it's not exactly the same, but you can see the high collar there. You can see, of course, the red interior of it. You can see that it's not really a buckle. That is to say, it's more like cloth or maybe some type of even leather material, something that looks like a leather. So it's not really a metal buckle, which is what I kind of initially thought Grandpa was using. So I don't know. Do you think that this is fairly accurate? I'm really looking to see how accurate this is, or if there are any liberties taken to what is being created. I think it'll point us in the direction if this is something that we're gonna like, or maybe something we're not gonna like. We'll love to see your thoughts on this. Yeah, so it's very apparent that Grandpa here had to go back to the image, has some type of bead type look. It's like little beads that are stuck on kind of thing, and they're basically bulging out, as opposed to the other image where there's kind of woven fabric. There's no real beads stuck on it. Now, again, this could not, maybe it's not the final product. Maybe it's a little bit of liberty that they're taking here. But if we're looking at, is it an exact match? Well, no. But again, that can change, but it is something that I did want to point out. And now again, I don't know, but this seems like it could be the back side of his cape, but then it calls into question a few things. First of all, it's like a skeleton bat or vampire, let's just say bat for now, which is very interesting image. But then we see the collar on the top with the two white stripes is a little bit different from what we would expect basically. Or is this the tux that Grandpa's using, or is it something completely different? There's really no description, just the image. But I'd love to hear your speculations down below. That's all I have for you today, but I really enjoy doing this kind of deep diving and speculating, kind of showing you what's out there, and we can kind of infer what we'd like. I'll bring you more videos just like this if you do let me know that you enjoy them. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. A big thank you especially to my Diamond tier patrons, Kevin K, David D, Vito L, Sally N, Citizen Kane 359, Ricky, and honorary Patreon Verbal Volley. If you want to become a patron member, links are down below in the description. Thank you.